Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm back with another interesting recipe, that is wheat flour halwa. Yes, you heard it right. This is a sweet dish. Today we are going to make using sugar and ghee and wheat flour. Only three ingredients. So let's start. Here I have taken dough of 3 cups of wheat flour. I have added water to it. I haven't added any salt or milk to it. This is a stiff dough. So once we take this dough, we need to take a bottle of water and then make small pieces of this dough. Let the pieces of this dough soak in water for about 1 hour. So here I am adding all my small pieces of dough in water. So once we rest it for 1 hour, we are going to squeeze the dough in water itself. The purpose is to remove all the gluten content from the dough to get a milky solution to prepare our halwa. So here I am squeezing the dough thoroughly so that I can get clear white water or milk. So now once we remove all the starchy content, all the fiber content from the water and we get the milk of wheat flour, we are going to strain it. So once we strain it, we are going to rest it again for 1 hour. After 1 hour, the clear water settles on top. So we have to remove the superficial water and reserve the milk, the starchy content, the thick content. So carefully we are removing the superficial clear water, and this is the starch content I have got from 3 cups of wheat flour or dough. So once we get it, we have to mix it thoroughly. Let's move to the next step. Oh. Here I am taking 2 cups of sugar and 1 cup of water to make a thick sugar syrup in a non-stick container. Let it get a boil. On the other pan, I am frying the cashews because I need garnishing in my halwa. So in ghee. So once they are golden brown, I'm taking them out. In the same ghee, we are going to take a cup of sugar to caramelize it in the same pan where we have fried our cashews. So here our syrup is boiling. Let's wait till we get a boil. Once we get a boil, I'm adding the wheat flour milk here by stirring continuously. This is a very important process. Otherwise, the whole dough will form into a lump, which will not make our halwa properly. So we need to keep stirring and stirring at the same time, avoiding lumps. So once we keep on stirring for 10 minutes, we should get this texture like this. It should be thick and should be little tight. So here my sugar is getting caramelized. I'm waiting for a boil. Once I get a boil, yeah, perfect. Now let's add this to our wheat flour and mix it thoroughly so that we will not have crystals of the sugar in our halwa. So from here onwards, we keep stirring by adding little ghee. Let's add a spoon of ghee and then keep stirring. So this process continues till the whole will get a nice texture of this halwa and the sides sizzle out. So that is the perfect point. We should know that our halwa is ready. Now here you can see it is leaving its edges. Now I have added cashew in it. So keep stirring, keep stirring, keep stirring until you get a good consistency. So this is the final step. This is the final stage of adding ghee, because you can see it's clear and it has left all the edges. It's into a solid lump. It's very easy to stir. So our halwa is almost done. Let's stir it for one more minute. So this can be stored in the refrigerator for a month or so. Let's dish out. So now our halwa is ready. We can even take in a greased tray and freeze it, keep it in the refrigerator for 1 or 2 hours and cut them into blocks. Because I'm running short of time, I'm just showing it in a bowl. This will stay until 20 to 25 days. And this is a little long process. You need to be very patient while stirring it and roasting at the last stage of halwa, because that is very important, otherwise it will spoil very easily. So I hope you enjoy this video and you will make this recipe, this halwa at home. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channels, and please leave your comments. See you again. Bye.